Hello, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I am a Brazilian attorney, and today we're going to be talking about the tax implications for foreign investors in the Rio de Janeiro real estate market. There are multiple taxes that a foreign investor needs to know about. The most basic ones are the taxes associated with buying and keeping real estate property. The transfer tax, which is paid by the buyer of real estate, is roughly 3 to 4% of the property amount, and after you bought the property, you're gonna pay annually roughly 0.5% to 1.5% of the property. If you are renting out your property, you're gonna realize income, and if you're getting income in Brazil, depending on how much money you're making and how much money your property is worth, you may need to file a tax return in Brazil. There are some tax treaties between Brazil and other countries. You need to check if there is a treaty between Brazil and your country of origin. To file taxes in Brazil, you need, of course, to hire a Brazilian accountant. We don't have the CPA type of professional in Brazil. We call them accountants. And an accountant for private persons is going to charge usually a single fee to file the tax returns, which are usually due between January 1st and April, similarly to what you see in the US. Another side of the income tax is actually the capital gain when you sell the property. When you sell the property, usually there's going to be a 15% capital gain tax on the profit that you realized when selling the property. So let's say if you paid 1 million reais for an apartment in Copacabana, and if you're selling the apartment for 2 million reais, you're going to need to pay 15% of the million reais profit. In other words, you're going to be paying 150,000 reais in taxes. And it's interesting to note that while Brazilians can roll over the money to a second property, there is no such option for foreign citizens. So if you are legally living in Brazil, you may have the benefit of rolling over the proceeds to another property. But if you're not legally living in Brazil, you need to pay the 15% on spot by closing. If you don't do so, the government is going to actually chase the seller for the money, and if you don't pay, the seller may well start a lawsuit to collect the money from you. So these are just some of the tax implications of acquiring and owning real estate in Rio de Janeiro. I hope this was helpful. There are other aspects of taxation which we may discuss in a consultation. I hope you like this video and follow us for more tips.